we are off. All right, everybody, hopefully you got a good view. Hopefully you can hear me better. This is the second attempt at using the new GoPro with the GoPro necklace. First attempt didn't save, so we're gonna do this again. We're gonna do a quick little, maybe 4 to 5 mile ride. We're gonna try to go through the trail, and hopefully the battery works. I've purchased 3 more batteries, and then I've also got a power bank, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna try to set that up, where I can just connect my GoPro to the power bank on the back of the bike, so that way I won't have to change anything. But yeah, that'll be later. Let's just kind of enjoy the ride today. This will be my first video on my new channel, or I should say probably adding to my other channel, just gonna make it a little bit better. You see I'm moving the GoPro camera on the necklace. It's a beautiful-ish Labor Day. A little overcast today. Not too bad though, with the wind, feels really great. Could be worse outside. But we're gonna go for a ride today on the Eahora X5 E-bike Plus. Had this bike for about a month now. I did buy it used off of a lady who had only put about 35 miles on it in a couple months. So it's in pretty good condition. I did have to tighten a lot of things and just kind of, you know, get everything ready. Have got some aftermarket things. I don't know if you can see. I bought a left mirror, bought a right mirror, bought a really nice phone holder. I did buy a new seat. According to YouTube and Google, one of the most popular ones was the Cloud 9. So I did get the Cloud 9 seat, and pretty impressed by it actually. I mean, it's perfect for like the first 20 miles, and after that, no matter what kind of seat you have, your ass is gonna feel sore. But it does its thing. Eventually I'm gonna get I think they call it like a boom. I think it's called boom, I'm not for sure, but it's like kind of like a hydraulic seat post. It's supposed to really help with the pain on the ass. So, but life is a pain on the ass, so we'll go with it. So driving through my hometown, Covington, Indiana. Small town of about 2,600 people. This bike has 5 pedal assist. If you know anything about e-bikes, you're gonna let that truck go by. But if you know anything about e-bikes, the pedal assist level 1, which is what I'm at right now, it's what I typically do when I'm driving through town, or riding through town, I should say, is the closest to a real bike. It does give you some assist, so it's definitely a lot easier to ride than a real bike, but you're still doing a lot of the work yourself, and you can actually adjust the pedal assist. I believe the default is 50, so it's like 50-50. I did go in and change it a little bit to make it only 30%. Oh man, about fell in that manhole. So it's a little bit, I've got a little bit harder than what standard is, but it's still, I mean, no effort at all. You can, if you want to give it, like right now, give a little more power, I'll pedal a little harder, get a little bit of a workout as well. And then pedal assist 2 is probably the second most popular most people use. Pedal assist 1 and pedal assist 2 are the most true to life when it comes to actually riding a bicycle. Once you get a little bit higher, you kind of get into that moped feeling where you kind of feel like you're riding a moped. So, but yeah, I've also adjusted the speed settings to where the top speed is higher at every level, because it's default to where like the highest speed you can go is 22 miles an hour. I've got it bumped up to where it says 28, but I've got it to like 31 or 32. That's based on this. It's my mom's apartment. My brother's side by side. But I've been told this speedometer on the bike is about 1.5 to 2 miles wrong, a little faster. So iPhone Pro Max 13, I do have Strava. You probably see it here. I'm not for sure how good this vision is. Hopefully you're getting your hands and, you know, getting some of the outside and it's not super zoomed in. But we're gonna turn right into the park here. I do have the hydraulics locked, I think, so I'm probably gonna have to put them open. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put them open because this trail does get a little bumpy here. Let's leave it where it is right now. Yeah, this is a 6-mile trail. When it's completely completed, it'll be about about 6.5 miles, I think. It just goes through the outside of the town, just circles the whole town. There is a small portion on the west side of town that they've kind of been waiting to be able to do, because they got to get the land and stuff down by the river. So who knows when that'll come. I'm sure eventually it will. But this is a nice trail. You're going to see it kind of goes out in the country a little bit, and it's just a nice way to spend a good day. And I don't know where I'm going because this is not part of the trail, but hey, we're going to do this. Good thing with these Eahora bikes is, I mean, they're designed to ride anywhere. I mean, even on grass. So here we go. There's a frisbee golf course in the park. All right, so we're gonna get on the trail. All right, so let's start this trail here. Again, this is in Covington, Indiana. I'm riding an Eahora X5. Had it for about a month. I put probably about 220 miles on it in about 4 weeks. Really been enjoying it. I know the weather's been perfect, so it just makes me want to ride even more. Hopefully it stays this way for, you know, another 4 to 6 weeks, so I can get out here and put a couple hundred miles every couple weeks on this bike. So I highly recommend, if you're somebody like me, I'm 38 and I have a sit down job all day. I have basically sit down. I don't get a whole lot of exercise. Really bad caffeine, soda addiction, which I've cut back on heavily. But if you're someone that's looking to, you know, maybe be a little bit more active and to lose a little weight, I'm telling you, these e-bikes can do it. People think, and right now I'm on pedal assist one, I'm just like, you know, just relaxing. But you can definitely get a workout if you want it. If you just want to relax, if you can see this, there's a throttle. So actually, if you have no desire to pedal, no desire to work out, or to even get any calories, you can just do this throttle. And of course it depends on how long you do the throttle, stuff like that, what your weight is, what kind of terrain. But Eahora says you can get about 20 miles if you just go full throttle until the battery's dead. Now me, and these bumps really suck. I mean, we're just gonna coast over them because it's really bad right here. But to me, I'm about 195 pounds. So if I was to do the whole throttle, 195 pounds plus, I bumped the speed up, so that uses more of the motor. I would probably get maybe like anywhere from, I would probably say maybe 15 to 17 miles if I did not want to do any work and I just wanted to do full throttle. But I'm not about that. I don't know if you can see it right there. There's the speed. It says I'm going like 8 miles an hour. Probably realistically, well, Strava says 9. So I'm gonna show you something now. So this is, I hit 0, which means there's no pedal assist. This bike is a damn near 70-pound bike. So if you want to get a hell of a workout, put this down to 0, no pedal assist. Okay, now it looks like we're coming up on some real people here, some real cyclists, not a cheater like me. Give them a real wave. They're probably looking at me like, you lazy son of a bitch. Hopefully you can hear me. I know the wind, that's one thing I gotta get used to, is the wind on this. I think I can buy a shield thing for the GoPro. I think I passed somebody on the trail here. I'm very busy on great days like today. Hello. Alright, I just said hello. He did not acknowledge me. That dude may have an attitude problem. We're gonna adjust this. We're gonna sit up a little bit here. Still on pedal assist 1, about 2 miles into the ride so far. So this is when it starts really getting cool. You're kind of going outside of the town. I don't know if you saw it, I probably didn't show you, but we passed the football complex. So again, now a little bit of a downhill. What I'll do here is I won't even pedal. I mean, I'll just put my legs up here, my scratched up legs, and I'll just kind of coast a little bit. Still going 13 miles an hour. Pretty close to what Strava says, so maybe the speedometer is not too off when you're going under a certain speed. Eventually we'll probably get to like pedal assist 2, just to kind of show you. And you can hear, the one thing about the Eahora bike, it is very loud. Like the motor's loud, the brakes are pretty squeaky. I've tried to work on that a little bit. I've gotten them better. My front brakes, hear that? Not much of a squeak, but the back brakes, okay, they're not squeaking too bad. I don't know if you heard that though. There we go. I'm not squeaking that bad, but I've just been using mostly the front brakes right here, just because I don't like the squeaky noise. I'm gonna get a little wind here as we're going downhill. See, again, some of these bumps on this GD trail. I wish they would fix them. Probably see some more people out here. This trail gets a lot of use, especially when days like today. You know, most people are probably off work and weather's fantastic. Blue skies, green grass, yellow signs. We're gonna go under some trees here, getting a little shallow. I'm gonna hit the brakes a little bit. Again, getting a little bumps, not too bad here. You know, about 13 miles an hour, a little uphill. So right here is where you could actually get a little bit of a workout. I'm on pedal assist 1, I'm hardly pedaling, but if I wanna, you know, dig down like I am right now, pedal it. We'll get some more people coming by here on bikes. Say hello. Hello. Again, they're probably thinking I'm a cheater out here with my motor. Oh man, it's bumps. Coming up on some more people. Again, hopefully, I got the GoPro settings. This is my first time using the GoPro. You know, hopefully you can get a nice point of view where you're not super zoomed in, where all you see is just my hands and my arms. You know, obviously you want to see my hands and my arms, but more the, you know, environment ahead of me. So right here, again, we're gonna take a right to continue the trail. Got a dude out here working a lot harder than what I am. So here's where you could bump it up to like 2 or 3. I mean, to me, there's really no point to go to 4 to 5 unless it's something where you're trying to get somewhere really, really quick and you're not, you know, going very hard. Again, pretty windy up here. So far, just under 3 miles. We just hit 3 miles since I started. I don't know how long this GoPro will last. When I did my practice video just to see how everything worked, I think it died after like 30 minutes, which I don't think, you know, I don't think that's near as long as these GoPro batteries are supposed to last. So, as I kind of mentioned when I first started getting on here, I bought a power bank, and I bought one of the like Walmart drink carriers that connects to your handlebars, but I have it back behind my bike rake, I should say. It fits perfect, and I'm just gonna put a power bank, you know, like one of those little power extenders that you plug stuff in to charge them. I bought one of those. It takes about a day to charge. It should be fully charged by the end of the night, and I'm gonna put it in there, and I've got some zip ties to make it nice and firm where I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. And then I need to figure out a way, because I'll have to have, like, the GoPro is right here. It's like a necklace. It's on my chest. So I will have to plug in the USB cable to the GoPro and then run that wire to, it's literally right behind my seat, to that power bank. And I'm the kind of guy that, like, I love everything looking factory, looking fresh. You know, like the bike came with it. I don't like stuff that sticks out too much. So I'll probably just, for the time being, just have the cord kind of dangling. I don't think it's going to hurt anything. It's not going to be on camera. But I'd like to figure a way. I'll probably zip tie the cord to the bike and then figure out a way to, like, maybe wrap it around the tire or the seat pole. I'll figure something out, but right now this is just strictly GoPro battery. I'm gonna see this ride right here. We've been on it about 15 minutes. It'll probably take about another, you know, 6 or 7 minutes to finish it. So we should finish this probably under 25 minutes. And if my GoPro dies after that, I did buy 3 more batteries. So when we're done with this, I'll kind of give you an idea of what I've got here, all the accessories and all that good stuff. So this is my favorite part of the trail right here. Besides, well, you know what? We could do, this is only half of the trail. We could do the other half if my GoPro is still gonna work. Let me see. I can't even tell. Like, I cannot, besides taking the necklace off, I can't tell if it's still on. Let me see, hold on. I hope it is. No, we're getting to these bumps. Okay, yeah, we're still recording good. But what's not good is these bumps right here. This is not on the other half of the trail. You don't have, this is like asphalt. The other trail is not this material, so it's a lot better actually. And again, messing with the necklace. Look at all these bumps. Can you see these bumps ahead? This is ridiculous. Like, I'm just this is the part I hate. It's almost easier just to go on, oh man, just to go on the grass. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. All right, got a few more. Make sure we hit the brakes. I don't want to break this. I've got more money invested into this bike, this bicycle, than I did a van that I purchased like 8 years ago. So yeah, this is kind of important. I don't break anything. You probably can't see it. 16 miles an hour. No, like no effort at all. Again, it's realistically probably like 14 and a half or 15, but that's what this thing says. The GoPro's still recording. Hopefully you guys are getting a good vantage point. When I lean forward like this a little bit, I don't know if that's better, but when I kind of lean up like this, I think you guys are probably getting a little bit of a better vantage. I can't see through the viewfinder. We're getting more bumps, which sucks, but I think it'll be pretty good. You know, as long as we still got a recording here, I might try to do the other half of the trail. All right, so we're gonna kick it. I think we're done all these. Let's go to pedal assist 2, just so you guys can see the difference. You'll hear the motor kicking louder too. There you go. See, hardly pedaling, giving it a little effort. I'm going 21 miles an hour per the GPS. Strava says about 19. So, you know, probably somewhere around 20 realistically. No effort. Pedal assist 2, again, uses more battery. 1 and 2 is going to be your best options to conserve the battery. Get a little bit of a workout. Let's go to 3 just so you can see how 3 is. Listen to this. Probably won't be hearing me talk, all right? This is pedal assist 3. 25. Just under 26 miles an hour based on the bike's speedometer. Now this is where I would probably put it into like 3 to 4 and just kind of relax. You know, you don't want to drive long distances, or I should say pedal long distances on really anything over than 2, because your batteries, you're just going to use your batteries so much. All right, coming up to, so there's the end of one trail, half of it. Then right here, gonna take us to another trail. I said that other part was my favorite part. Definitely my favorite part of that half. But when we get down here, which I don't know if I'm going to, because I don't know if the GoPro will last that long. But this part of town, once you get past here, it's mostly downhill, and a lot of it is just covered in shade and trees, and it's just, I don't know, it's a great place to ride a bicycle, ride an e-bicycle, take a walk, take a run, take a piss, you know, whatever it is, great place. It's amazing. They've got, for people that are out there actually exerting a whole lot of effort, they've got picnic tables and stuff like that, where if you're out running, you need a break, you can do it. So we'll try to go by there. I think we can do it. We're at 20 minutes so far. I just want to make sure the GoPro is going to record everything, so we'll find out. We will take a look here. All right, so we got to take a left there. You heard a little bit of the squeaking. And again, I'm back down in pedal assist 1. Right here, a little bit of an uphill. This is where you can kind of, you know, get that workout in. You can pedal a little harder where it feels like a traditional bike. Still, it's giving you that little boost. Kind of feels like someone's giving you a little push. You know, just like a regular bike, you can go backwards. Typically, I'll have music playing, and I've got a AirPod in or whatever in one ear. But me trying to talk, I figured it'd be better just to come out here and no music. And I know the wind is probably really loud, and you've probably not been able to hear me on a lot of this video, but I can talk louder out here. So this is gonna take us to behind the bowling alley, where we're gonna have a stop sign, and then we're gonna enter the last part of the trail. Once we get past this is where the trail ends. As I mentioned earlier, they're gonna extend it, but I think they're just having issues with like getting the land purchased, and it needs cleaned up a lot and stuff, but hopefully they get that done, and then the whole thing will be a big circle. But once we get done with this one, I'll just turn around, come back up, and we'll go back here, and then we'll finish this nice relaxing ride 5 miles into today. I highly recommend these bikes. I know I talked about it, but if you're someone like me, you know, who wants to be outside a little bit more and wants to get a little exercise and be active, but you know, maybe you're just not fully wanting to exert yourself and, you know, give up because you can't do as much as you want right away, which is my problem, because I don't like accepting the fact that I'm not in good enough shape to do some of the things I want to do. This is perfect for you. And you can look up studies where people actually recommend e-bikes, and sometimes you actually get more exercise on an e-bike than if you were to just ride a standard bike, because you are still working, as long as you're not, you know, using throttle or using a super high assist. But usually on e-bikes, you're gonna ride longer. You know, I rode 30 miles yesterday. The day before, I think I rode 20. Most people don't go and ride 30 miles on their bike every day, or 20 miles every day. So it's helping you, but most people are riding longer, and, you know, depending on the terrain too, they may have to give some effort. So we're gonna keep this at 1. This again is my favorite part of the trail. There's no bumps. You see it's more like a road. Shade, not much sun. It's all just basically straight ahead and then downhill. Not even pedaling right here, I'm just kind of going with it. Still about 14 miles an hour. And you can hear that motor. Just still not pedaling, just letting the bike go by itself. This is a good way to preserve battery too, even if you're using 1 or pedal assist 2. You know, if you're coasting like this, not doing anything, it's not exerting any battery. So looks like there's a little trouble spot right there, but besides that, the trail looks like it's in pretty good shape. All right, give it a little pedal. Hear the engine kick, the motor kick back in. Probably can't see my legs, but you know, pedaling. So much shade back here. You're out of the sun, you just feel that breeze. It's a great environment. I'm surprised we haven't passed anybody on this part of the trail yet. There's one of the picnic tables I was telling you about. Nice little relaxing spot if you're out here working up a sweat, which I'm not, but you could be. Let's take a look at Fitbit and see what it says. Maybe. What am I doing here? Heart rate 118. It's pretty low. Not really getting heart rate up. Coasting down in some shade. Yep, there goes a squirrel or a beaver or chipmunk or groundhog or something. Always see animals out here, like deer, all the time. If you watch this channel, if I end up posting this and I do more, I did buy a handlebar mount for the GoPro, so it will sit right here, and I did test it out and I do like the way it looks, but with the obviously with it being stationary, all you're going to see is just road and straight ahead. With this, which I highly recommend, this necklace, I think it was like 22, 23 bucks on Amazon. It's like a foldable material. You know, you can move it however you want it. You just connect the GoPro to the end of it, and you just supposedly you should get a good POV point of view. You know, if the person has it positioned right, which knowing me, I can't really guarantee anything on that. So let's see if the GoPro is still recording, which I hope it is. Which it is. Awesome, I think. That's a good sign. And I think you guys are still getting a good point of view here. Again, whole ride right here down this path. Just pedal assist one. Again, not even pedaling now, just going downhill. I get the wind on my back, just perfect. I had plans today to ride my bike to a little state park about 9 miles from here, but I had to do some running today and some other things I want to do, so I'll probably put that off until this weekend. Once I know the GoPro will be able to record all of it, and I'll have all 3 batteries and a power bank, so in case the battery does die, I can just swap out another battery real quick. So this is the end of the trail. Eventually, they want to have it, that's what I was talking about, it's going to go straight ahead and then to the right. And what we're going to do right now, it's a pretty big hill. It's just we're going to go back, and then 28 minutes. We'll probably spend about 33, 34 minutes out here. I'm just going to head back, and then we will dock up, and I'll go over some of the extra things I have in case anybody has questions on the accessories I've added. Slowly adding a lot of accessories. I pretty much got everything right now. I do want a cup holder, which I told you I did buy today, but I'm gonna rig that up for the power bank. So I wanna find a drink holder, but I'm very particular. I think I want one that's gonna be like right here, but I don't want it to be big and like where it looks out of place. I want something that looks natural. So if I wanna, you know, grab a drink, I'd like to have something where it was like came out like this, so I could just grab it right here instead of having to go down. I do have a bag on the back of my bike rack that has a little spot for like a water bottle or something, and I could always do that, but then you got to get off the bike and take it out. Here it's just like boom, drink, so we'll see. We're gonna go pedal assist 2 since we're gonna go a little uphill, just to kind of show you. Again, pedal assist 1, 16 miles an hour right now, no effort. This is all uphill, but it's not nothing at all. So we're gonna go in the 2. You're gonna hear the engine kick in. And we'll pedal a little faster, not much. And it bumped me about 4 miles an hour faster. And hopefully you can still hear me. I probably should talk a little louder. My first trial run, you could not hear me when I was getting into higher pedal assists or higher speeds, but there was a setting on the GoPro about wind, so I did change that, so hopefully you can hear me a little better. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself. And I have basically talked non-stop for 30 minutes, so if you don't like my voice, I apologize. Just turn off the volume and just focus on nature. Nature is what this is about. Passing underneath the bridge. Again, pedal assist 2, 21.6 miles an hour. Almost 7 miles so far. Battery, you can't see. Still got all my bars are still full, which makes sense considering we've just now passed 7 miles. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Thing with these e-bikes I've learned after having this, less than a month is like when you ride them, you want to continuously add stuff to them. I watch a lot of YouTube videos and I see these dudes out here that have like an extra handlebar right there with all this like extra lighting and all this extra stuff. I struggle to fit all my stuff on here. I do have, that right there is something else I bought. I'll go over that. That is a turn signal, which I know you can't see, but where my right leg is, there's a little thing with the rubber band. You clip around wherever. I wanted it to go on the back, but I couldn't make it work. So I put it on the front, and it's basically a turn signal. If I want to go left, I hit left. It blinks blue. Go right. Same thing. And then this is hazards. So like if I'm ever getting eaten by a bear, I can hit the hazards, and I mean, it's not going to stop the bear from eating me, but at least I can give people an indication that, hey, I was in trouble, before they see my half-eaten body. And I don't know where a bear is going to come from in Indiana, but I'm just throwing that out there, worst case scenario. Maybe, like, I would say a coyote, but I'm not really scared of coyotes. We do have, like, little cougars and stuff, and black cats, but I'm not even scared of them either. I'm scared of a lot, Maybe like, I don't know. Maybe like a stray dog, like Cujo. If Cujo existed and was in Indiana, then yeah, maybe I'd be scared. All right, we're gonna finish it up here. Pedal assist 2, we're gonna drop it back down to 1. Check the GoPro, make sure we're still recording. We got the red dot. I can't tell. We do. Beautiful. I think we're gonna make it, boys and girls. And again, appreciate you guys coming along for this ride with me, listening to me chat for a while, enjoying the beautiful Indiana late summer weather. It's probably about 88 degrees outside. Humidity's nice, getting some sun. I got some sun obviously from yesterday too. Just about wrecked my bike, not even paying attention. Indiana corn, blue skies, just beautiful. Need to get back to practicing. Back when I was like 10 years old and I could ride a bike for miles without hands. I haven't mastered that yet, but give me a little bit of time and I'll be a jack of all trades. So all right, well, we're gonna finish up this ride. Let me just go over what I have here. I think I mentioned the mirrors. Amazon. I think they're about 16 bucks a piece. They go into the end of your handlebars. Had a few different options. You had some that could screw onto the handlebar, but I didn't have much room, so I really like the way these looked. You almost have to have mirrors if you're gonna do a lot of riding because there's really no way to see. I did just talk about the turn signal. Up here's the left and right. Down there is the actual turn signal. On the back, on the rack, I got a bag. Just Velcros in, pretty nice. I do, as I mentioned, talked about when I bought the GoPro, I bought this handlebar adapter thing, and it's super high quality. The issue that I had is I think I bought the wrong size. My handlebars are too thin that this would not, it was too big. I couldn't get it to connect to it. So luckily, my actual hand grips are leather and they're thicker. So this fit just perfectly where I could put it right there and have just enough room for my right hand. So it works perfect, and that's again, as I talked about, where we're gonna have the GoPro. And then I do have like a Walmart, one of those drink carriers that clips on, and I've got it in a back bike rack. It's a perfect spot for it. I'm gonna put the power bank there. Once I figure out the wire situation and stuff, we'll do it that way. I don't have to worry about the GoPro dying when I'm out riding. I could just have powered and I can just go for hours and hours and hours. So more people out on their bike. Again, this is just pedal assist one. Looks like it's going to be about an 8.30 mile ride. Just did most of the circle trail and heading back home. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, or any recommendations, maybe how to mount my GoPro better, anything, just let me know. Hopefully do a lot of these. I don't care if people watch it. I just like being outdoors, and you'll probably see some on the necklace and then some on the mount. So thanks for watching, and we are calling it a day.